Welcome to FF7 Know the Facts Part 2. This game is huge and this video is going to look at even more awesome facts about this game. Let's get straight into it. The FF7 developers decided against a release on the N64 due to the cartridge's hardware limitations. This was a decision that massively hurt the Nintendo console due to FF7's massive 10 million sales. However, Sony felt that gaining FF7 as an exclusive wasn't quite enough and decided to rub it in just a little. In a magazine advertisement, some of the text reads, "Someone please get the guys who make cartridge games a cigarette and a blindfold." And then, "Good thing, if this thing were available on cartridge, it'd retail for around $1,200. Starting to feel like I'm in high school again. Here's a couple of facts about our least favourite main character in FF7. Oh wait, did I say that out loud? You may think that Cait Sith, or however you want to pronounce it, made his debut in Final Fantasy VII, but in fact his first appearance was in FF6 as the Esper Stray. Stray was actually named Cait Sith in the original Japanese version. With that said, various re-releases of the older Final Fantasy games have new enemies named Cait Sith. But what does the name actually mean? No, he's not a Sith Lord unfortunately. The name comes from Celtic mythology and means fairy cat. What a tough name! One of the FF7 programmers decided it was a good idea to write in a bit of code to his wife. A file found in Disk 3 states the following: "Great special thanks to you, Ariko, from your husband, Hideji." Aw, how sweet. The Buster Sword is such an iconic weapon. Originally it was a lot smaller and thinner and it was designed to have only one materia slot. It was also originally visioned as unrefined steel and nicknamed the Giant Kitchen Knife. Buster Sword is much more intimidating. But did you ever wonder how it sticks to Cloud's back? Some early concept art shows that the sword was meant to be held on his back with magnets. Still, that's gotta be bad for your back. And check this out, Men-at-Arms created a full-scale replica. They also created Sephiroth's Masamune.
How many geeks out there are having nerdgasms right now?
You mean including us?
President Shinra was actually a bit of a slut. We learnt in Crisis Core that he had an illegitimate son named Lazard with a woman from the slums. What most people don't know is that in the novel FF7 lateral biography Turks the Kids Are Alright, it is revealed that President Shinra had another illegitimate son with his secretary Annette. His name is Evan Townsend and this makes him the younger half-brother of both Rufus and Lazard. Cloud was one of the first three characters designed, with Aerith and Barrett being the other two originals. Cloud is a deep character and was developed by 4 members of staff. These are character designer Nomura, producer Kitase, scenario writer Najima, and director Sakaguchi. In an interview, Najima makes a comparison to Dragon Quest's Silent Heroes where the player is free to become the hero. In the case of Cloud, whose name and past have already been decided, Najima tried to come up with ways to get the player to empathise with the character. Thus, Cloud's foggy memories were created as a way to introduce the player to the world. Cloud's hair was originally supposed to be black and slicked back to contrast with Sephiroth's long white hair. This was also designed as a good way to render less polygons on screen. However, this idea was scrapped but later used for Angel in Crisis Core. There are a couple of well-known bands out there that are clear fans of Final Fantasy VII. American post-hardcore band A Skylit Drive has multiple references to the Final Fantasy series in their song titles. The song Knights of the Round references the summon. The song All It Takes for Your Dreams to Come True is a quote from President Shinra, and the song This Isn't the End is a quote from Aerith. In addition, the chorus in the song Balance quotes the story of FF10. The song I'm Not a Thief, I'm a Treasure Hunter is a quote from Loki from Final Fantasy VI, and finally the songs In the Beginning There Was Void and Pursuit Lets Wisdom Ride the Wind are quotes from Final Fantasy V. American metalcore band Still Remains also show their love in a song called Avalanche. The lyrics as well as the title are based on Final Fantasy VII. Here's a couple of interesting facts from the Japanese version. The mayor of Midgar is named Domino, and his deputy Hut's original name in the Japanese version is Hut. Domino and Hut refer to the fast food pizza chains. This makes sense as the upper plate of Midgar is at times referred to as a pizza. Also, if you look at the tyre of the pickup truck during Cloud and Zack's flashback, you'll see that it says Good Stone. This is a mix of the tyre brands Goodyear and Bridgestone. The basement in Coral Prison seems to be completely useless, but there's a bit of an oddity here. There is a model of a red man in this room which is hidden from view in normal gameplay. This model isn't seen anywhere else and it's thought to be a signature from one of the designers. According to the FF7 Ultimania Amiga, Sephiroth's relationship with Aerith was changed numerous times during production. At one point they were going to be siblings, at another point lovers. Now kids, that is no way to treat a woman. Nomura also chose to give these two similar hairstyles as a sign of their implied connection. In my Xenogears Know the Facts video, I mentioned a poster of Tifa in one of the rooms, but did you know that FF7 also makes a reference to Xenogears? After you find Cloud in hospital, he will mumble some kind of gibberish when you speak to him. One of these lines is Xenogears, which is a translation error and a reference to the game Xenogears. This spelling is corrected in the PC port. He also says a billion mirror fragments, small light, which is a reference to the vocal song of Xenogears' Small Two Pieces. That's all for today. Stay tuned for part 3 coming out soon. If you know any other FF7 fans, feel free to share this with them. This was Hellfire RPGs. See you next time.
To the end of the world, we can run.